The pyramid represents the white man's power structure. The top is the eye, the illuminates of Ra, the eye of Heru, which they changed to horse. And when they changed it, they took into consideration that the religious structure of ancient Kemet in Egypt made it was such that people fell in line to the pharaoh willingly. So they tried to mimic that. Instead of free labor, they had slave labor. And as a result, they sliced it two ways, subversives and non-subversives, using psychology, and eventually it evolved into psychiatry as well. And just like the French stole the Louvre and they started taking a lot of, stole artifacts and took it to the Louvre, they started taking a lot of, obelisks and a lot of other ancient Egyptian artifacts like the tomb of Heru, the sculptures of Heru, the eagle, the statue I show you in the temple of Edfu, which they call Edfu. I don't pronounce it like them because one of the things that changed is when they stole the knowledge, they changed the pronunciation. So basically, they're doing what historically they have done is put the opposition view in the dungeon, in the psych ward. So he's crazy. So they don't have to politically spar with the brain surgeon's son. Let's just say he's crazy. And the brain surgeon doesn't want to admit his son is smarter than him, and the reason why he doesn't want to fall in line is more profound than the reason why his father does fall in line. So it's convenient for them to roll with it as well. So I've been betrayed all around. Some of the people who were well-meaning, and some were just bootlickers who wanted to demonstrate their ability to fall in line by betraying me or by launching assaults on me, attacks on me, trying to subvert me in the comments, different means. And history will record who everybody is accordingly. And I've made my own personal journals, and I've made different spots, and I've noticed which neighbors and people have been trying to snoop into my business, and which undercover cops they use, and which cop cars. And I keep a log, and I keep video cameras on the road and in my car, so I can understand who everybody is and whatnot. So my surveillance is very sophisticated as well. And so as a result of their treating me unfairly, denying me my constitutional rights, denying me my right as a person, as a civilian, I've decided to start speaking on it with the New World Order. And even though they've betrayed me and they've violated all my trust and all my deals, I took off some videos where I was critical about law enforcement. I promised not to hurt anybody or have my followers hurt anybody. They broke all the deals. They started coming after me anyway, and here are the false accusations, the comments. Here's the provocateurs from the shrinks. Here's the provocateurs from the pharmaceutical companies, from the opposition view, from the feminist movement, from even my old teacher's family. Some of the old vampiresses coming out, to roost, And so as a result, I decided yet to turn the other cheek again, because I am Heru. And the nuance between Heru and Jesus, you might say, okay, they slice it differently. You say Republican, Democrat, it's subversive, not subversive. But the nuance between Jesus and Heru, you might say Jesus was a healer, Heru was the avenger. But I told you, Jesus embodies everybody. That's why he said he's here to fulfill. He's here to fulfill ancient Egypt. He's here to fulfill the covenant for the Jews. He's here to fulfill everybody. He's not just here for the Jews, but for the Gentiles, and he's explaining it in a language that they understand as well, which is a language which I speak as well, which is the Meta of ancient Egypt, our ancient religion that you scum will never understand. So go ahead, put every African American who understands why you shouldn't bootlick to the devil in a mental ward, and put every African who understands why the Meta is more important than the white man's law in a nut house if you must. But we are all watching, the watchers are watching, the angels is watching, and God is watching. The grand architect is just a scumbag named Lucifer. God is the creator, the master. Everybody else is just a scumbag given a cute little title so a bunch of devils in aprons can worship a false deity. Thank you.